Don't you worry, the clip's about to begin, but don't forget to subscribe. Or else, don't make me turn this website around.
We have Jonathan somewhere in the Midwest.
Hello?
How you doing? Thanks for calling. You're on with Mandisa and Matt on the line.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Mandisa. I'm Jonathan. Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. I'm calling because I like to talk about dinosaur soft tissue with you and that sort of thing. I have a couple papers with me tonight. If you want, I can give a quick rundown. I'm going to try to go through it as quick as possible if you want. Or we can just, you know what, I'll just go through the rundown. First of all, I am a Christian. I am coming to this completely not from a non-Christian perspective. I'm trying to come at this as objectively as possible, and I'm trying to read these scientific papers as objectively as possible. I'm a high school student, and so first of all, in 1999, Schweitzer and her colleagues published a paper in 1999 about schuvia and some melanosomes that they found in schuvia. If you don't know what those are the pigmentations in things like scales and feathers.
You mind if I interrupt you?
Of course, we all know about 2005. Schweitzer finds
collagen,
soft tissue, what looks like to
collagen.
be blood cells and blood vessels
Collagen.
in a Tyrannosaurus Rex bone. In
I don't think you can hear me.
What the bone is called?
I think you're just completely unable to hear
I'm
me.
sorry?
I just think you're completely unable to hear me when you're talking. So yeah, in 2005, Schweitzer and others at North Carolina State found collagen in T-Rex. What's the point of all this? Because I'm not disputing. I have no. I'm first of all not a scientist. I have no problem with the notion that on rare occasions, I mean extremely rare occasions, some soft tissue things have been found in dinosaurs.
No, it's not rare. Actually,
no, it's exceptionally rare. It is absolutely exceptional.
I'm sorry.
It is exceptional. Oh my God! It's like
I'm trying to figure out what's the point. What are you trying to prove?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What percentage? What percentage of fossils have been found with soft tissue? What percentage?
Well, I cannot answer that because we
then you don't get to say it's not fucking rare, do you?
No, it is not. It is not rare because
it is rare. If you don't know what the percentage is, how can you tell me it's not rare?
I'm telling you it is not rare. That is what the scientific papers are showing.
But no, I mean, what? No, okay, so...
No. Stop, Jonathan. The scientific papers don't say this is not rare. As a matter of fact, all the reliable sciences, like the article that I'm reading...
Have you read any of the scientific papers?
Yes. This is not my first rodeo. What I'm asking is, what is your point? Nobody disputes that there are, on very rare occasions, soft tissue found. What's the point?
But I'm disputing that it is. I'm saying that it is not on.
You're not disputing. You're just asserting that it's not rare. And I literally was just reading an article on the History Channel, which starts off with, "This is incredibly rare." But no matter how rare it is, what
peer review?
Jonathan,
I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up for a second.
That is not a scientific peer
Jonathan,
review paper.
Shut the fuck up for a second. I don't care how rare it is. What's your point?
My point is that, first of all, like I said, I'm trying to approach this from I'm trying to give a little bit of background. I'm trying to approach this as a...
What is your point?
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm going to hang up on you. I don't need backstory. I don't need a description of what you're trying to do. I asked a question.
I think it would show that it could be possible that dinosaurs had lived recently. Now, the reason why I bring it up is because I'm not sure if you've ever stated before. Now, I've talked to Godless Engineer on this topic, and he said several times that there's no evidence for young Earth creationism. I'm not advocating for young Earth creationism. I'm not trying to advocate for young Earth creationism. I'm just saying that there is reasonable evidence to think that
you're wrong. You're wrong. You are completely wrong. You're not even close to possibly right. You don't get to point to outliers and suggest that that is likely to be the norm, or because we found some soft tissue, that this means that dinosaurs were younger than all the other dating. You don't get to take 90 some odd % of all dating of everything and say, you know what, we found this and that's an anomaly. So maybe they're younger. Maybe they are, but you would need to prove that. And if you do it, you'll get a Nobel Prize. And why are you calling in to an atheist show where neither of us is a scientist in this field to talk about something that's not relevant to anything?
Mr. Dillahunty, can I speak now?
if you answer my question.
All right, I'll answer your question and then I'll give you mine. Okay?
No, you'll answer my question and then I will decide whether or not you get to continue speaking. That's the way this works.
Okay, sure. So, why do I call in? Because, first of all, is there evidence? Do you think that there could possibly be evidence for youngest creationism? Yes or no?
Are you going to answer my question or am I hanging up on your ass right now?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Dillahunty. I'm just trying to work my way to the answer.
No, we don't work to the answer. You just give me the goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, was this supposed to be his attempt to prove that God exists? I mean, my goodness. I just find it very interesting to see people who have these debates, these apologists, debate. It's like, my goodness, if ultimately this is why you think your God still exists, you'd still be wrong because you're still arguing, no matter whether or not, let's say, for example, soft tissue in dinosaurs was, a very common thing. Dinosaurs still lived billions of years, before this God concept ever existed. So that it negates it. So I'm trying to understand what the hell his point was.
No, that you said it brilliantly. That's exactly what was going on in my head and this is what I was trying to say. If we find soft tissue and we find it only in rare cases, well, then you would view that as an anomaly. And what you need is an explanation for why that occurred. You don't then completely flip the dating for everything else. But the best evidence points to an old Earth and points to dinosaurs millions of years old and beyond. Hundreds of millions. And finding, even if we found, like you were pointing out, even if we found the majority of dinosaurs still had some soft tissue, that's about whether or not whether or not there's a mechanism within reality for soft tissue to be preserved. It has nothing to do with the age of dinosaurs themselves or whether or not there's a God. None of this can prove a God.
None of it
that's
at all.
Why I was like, why are you calling? Well, and what he wanted to do was ask this question. Well, do you think that there's no possibility of demonstrating the truth of the young Earth? Well, here's the answer to your question that you were trying to bait me with. No, that's not what I think. If the Earth is young, then it should be demonstrable, and I will accept it. Unfortunately for the young Earth people, we already have mountains of evidence that the Earth is old, really old, like 4.5 billion years old, and that the universe is 13.7 billion years old, or roughly in that area. That it's far closer to 13 billion than it is to 6 to 10,000. Now, the question that I asked is, why are you calling us? Neither Mandisa nor myself are scientists. And if you're just going to call in and say this isn't rare, when and you don't know the percentages, you don't have anything else, there's literally nothing. He had a little script, and he couldn't get off the script even to answer one question. So, no, sorry, I'm not playing.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip for The Line. While you're here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and then share this with that bitter uncle of yours who loves talking about the good old days.